Next is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, text number 24, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on March 2nd, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Ayushyam vibhavamandryam abhidincha nechami vililitan uruvikramena kalatmanopanayamana nija bhitta dasyam nija bhitta parsam. This is intelligence. The karmis, they are trying to enjoy life by increasing the duration of life. The modern scientists, they are trying that there will be no more death. They think like that, foolishly, that by scientific method, the duration of life will increase. Everyone is trying that. Nobody wants to become old. If you ask any old man, what is your age? He is decreasing. He says, he is 80 years old. He says, I am 60 years old, 60. That means he wants to live for long duration of life. That is the intention. Nobody wants to die. But still, they cannot do anything. Still they are trying. One Marwari gentleman at the age of 70 or 80 years old, he went to somewhere in Germany for undergoing surgical operation of the gland so that he can continue his sex life. Many monkeys are exported from India to Western countries for taking away the sexual glands, hormone or something like that, and replace it to man so that in the old age they can enjoy sex. Perhaps you know of this. So this attempt is going on. How to keep young and how to enjoy life. But nature will not allow. You may try your best. Nature's law is there, you forget that. That nature will not allow us to live here or to remain as young for all the years of life. It is not possible. But they are trying for it. In this way, when one is experienced that these things are not possible, that is knowledge. We cannot increase our duration of life, we cannot increase our vitality of life, we cannot increase even our opulence than what we are destined to enjoy. Everyone, karmana daivanetrena, just like here it is said, vibhavam indriyam avirincha. Virinchi means Lord Brahma. So, beginning from Brahma, this word is used, this affix is used with this meaning of beginning. So here in this material world, Brahma is also a materialist. Brahma, what to speak of ourselves. Brahma, who is directly appointed the creator of this universe by the grace of God. Why he is in this material world? Because he has got some desire that I shall be the master of a Brahmanda. Just like Everyone is trying to become the master of his house, or the society, or the community, or the country. Just like in your country, so many people are trying to become the president everywhere. Everyone is trying to become master. It doesn't matter, it is a small circle or big circle. This is material disease. So Brahma is also trying to become the master of this universe. The same mentality is there. Hiranyakashipu underwent severe penances. Why? To become the master of the world. This is material disease. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhogavancha kar. So these bhogavancha are different degrees. The one man is satisfied having a family, 3-4 men, he thinks I am become master. But other is not satisfied. Other wants, no, why family? I must be master of a society, or a community, or a nation. The Brahma is also the same thing, same degree, not same degree, different degree. But the desire is how to become master. That disease is there. We are trying to be, disease is disease. Some of you have seen that my friend Dr. Ghosh have said many times that when you are student, so one professor, in those days medical professors were Englishmen, he said in the class that in our country 75% of the students, they are infected with syphilis. So this doctor, he was a student, he said in the class, oh, horrible. So that professor said, why you are saying horrible? In your country, 80%, 90%, they are infected with malaria. And they are in syphilis. So what is the difference? Why you make, as a medical man, why should you make difference that this disease is better than that disease? Disease is disease. Actually that is the fact. You say that you are suffering from malaria, it is better than to suffer from syphilis. No. Disease is disease. Similarly, either Brahma or the ant, the disease is how to become master. This is the disease. Therefore, to cure this disease, Krishna comes to cure this disease, to say plainly, rascal, you are not master, you are servant, surrender. This is the cure of this. If one agrees, then no more, no more trying for becoming master. That is the cure of disease. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, as Prahlad Maharaj says, Nija Bhutta Parsam, engage me as a servant of your servant. The same thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Gopi Bhattu Padakamalayo Daso Dasanu Das. The Krishna consciousness movement means we have to give up this nonsense idea of becoming master. This is Krishna consciousness. We have to learn how to become servant, not only servant, servant of the servant, servant of. That is Therefore Prahlad Maharaj says, so I have understood all this nonsense of becoming master. My father also tried to become master. So this knowledge now I have got. There is no use of becoming master. Better, if you kindly want to give me some benediction, kindly make me the servant of your servant. This is better. So one who has learned to become the servant of Krishna's servant, he is perfect. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Tinadupi sunitena tarorapi sahisnuna. A servant has to tolerate. Servant sometimes master orders so many things, he becomes disturbed, but still he has to execute and tolerate. That is perfection. Here in India, still, when a person goes to marry, so this is a custom. His mother asks the bridegroom, "My dear son, where you are going?" He replies, "Mother, I am going to bring one maid servant for you." This is the system. "Mother, I am going to bring one maid servant for you." That means my wife, your daughter-in-law, will serve you as your maid servant. This is Vedic civilization. When Krishna with his 16,000 wives went to Hastinapur, so Draupadi, it is natural between woman and woman, they talk about their husband. That is natural. So Draupadi was inquiring from each and every wife of Krishna. Not all of them, it is not possible, 16,000, at least the principal queens, beginning from, what is it? Rukmini, yes. So, every one of them were describing their marriage ceremony, that my Rukmini explained that my father wanted to hand over me to Krishna, but my elder brother, he did not agree. He wanted to get me married with Shishupal. So I did not like this idea. I wrote Krishna a private letter that I have dedicated my life to you, but this is the situation. Please come and kidnap me. So in this way, Krishna kidnapped me and made me his maidservant. The queen's daughter, king's daughter, every one of them were king's daughters. They are not ordinary person's daughters. But they wanted to become maidservant of Krishna. This is the idea. To become servant and to become maidservant. This is the ideal of human civilization. Every woman should try to become maidservant of her husband, and every man try to become the 100 times servant of Krishna. This is Indian civilization. Not that husband and wife, we are equal rights. That in Europe, America, the movement is going on, equal rights. That is not Vedic civilization. Vedic civilization is the husband should be a sincere servant of Krishna and the wife should be a sincere maid-servant of the husband. Therefore here it is said, Upanaya mad nijabhikta parsam. This is the best test. When Narad Muni is describing how the man should behave, how the woman should behave, we are discussing now in our dictaphone. You will hear that there is no such thing to become master. It is useless. You cannot become master. Ahankara vimuratma kattaham iti mandate. You cannot become master. Jive Swarupa Nitya Krishna Das. Either man or woman, everyone is servant of Krishna. We have to be trained in that platform, how to become the best servant, not only servant directly, but servants of the sun. This is called parampara servant. My spiritual master is the servant of his spiritual master, and I am also servant of my spiritual master. Similarly, we think, servant of the servant. There is no question of becoming. This is material disease. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhova vancha kare, vasate maya tare japotiya kare. As soon as he becomes bhakta, now I shall become master. I shall be simply giving order. I shall not follow anyone. That is Maya. So that disease is going on, beginning from Brahma down to the end. Lord Maharaj has understood this so-called false, prestigious position of becoming a master. He says that I am quite aware of this false thing. Kindly engage me, Vijabhutta Parsam. Vijabhutta Parsam means just like apprentice. Apprentice. One apprentice is engaged to some expert man. By and by, the apprentice learns how to do the thing. Therefore he says, Vijabhutta Parsam. Not that immediately I become very expert servant. But let me, our this institution is for that purpose. If somebody comes here, the free hotel and free sleeping accommodation, then he is coming to this association is useless. He must learn how to serve. Vijabhutta Parsam. Those who are serving, one should learn from him how he is serving 24 hours. Then our joining this institution will be successful. And if we take it that here is an institution where we can have free hotel, free living and free sense gratification, then the whole institution will be spoiled. Be careful. All the DVCs, they should be careful that this mentality may not increase. Everyone should be very eager to serve, to learn how to serve. Vijabhutta Parsam. Then life will be successful. Thank you very much.